What's good, ladies and gentlemen? Back at it again with another YouTube video here with Coach Stutzer. I'm trying to just get some vlogs, man. Y'all know I just like to talk, so sometimes the content won't be strictly fitness, but today the number one priority is to get the most expensive smoothie in Los Angeles. So we're gonna pop into Erewhon. We're gonna grab a tasty ass smoothie. I'm gonna share the price with you guys. I'm gonna share the ingredients that are in there, and we're just gonna chat shit about grocery stores in LA. But before we do that, since we're already in the neighborhood, I wanted to show you guys where I primarily train here in Brentwood. Brentwood is a neighborhood in Los Angeles, California, in between Santa Monica and I guess you could say Westwood or Beverly Hills. I don't know how I would say. You would say a lot of finance people, a lot of lawyers, a lot of moms. And then there's a decent amount of young people here who go to some of the private schools around here, but that's more the vibes. With that being said, follow me. We're gonna go here to Wilshire and Centinela. And when we walk up here and we wrap the corner, we got a big ass office building. So there's law offices in here. We have Westwood, or not Westwood, Westside Music Conservatory. I think there's like one or two startups upstairs that I forgot the name of the companies, but somebody told me about them the other day. But as we move forward, go ahead and swing with me. Boom, boom, boom. As you can see, Rust, August, and Cabot. This is the main entrance to Life Gym here in Brentwood on Wilshire and Centinela. So if you guys were ever wondering where your boy trains at on the west side, a few different facilities, but this is the main spot. 2-hour free validation downstairs in the garage, multiple floors, no worries about parking. You pop into the gym, scan your validation, simple, easy, no cost. It's kind of an old school gym. I would say it's like 1970s bodybuilder gym, but the people in here are primarily older population, local Brentwood parents and grandparents. So if you were looking to work with me in some influencer type gym like Zoo Culture, like in the last video, it's not this facility, but I just figured since we're already over here, might as well show you guys. With that being said, let's make our way to Erewhon. Y'all, so we just got the mango, I don't even know if I'm doing this right, but either way, we just got the mango Erewhon smoothie. They got their famous one, which is like a strawberry sunrise. I don't know, you guys just saw the video, and then like a mango joint. So we're waiting for our order. What did I get? Order details. I got the Malibu mango smoothie. Malibu mango. Dude, when I first lived in Los Angeles, they really only had like Calabasas and one or two other locations for their Erewhon. Now they have Calabasas, Santa Monica on Wilshire, which is the one we're at today, Studio City, Venice, Silver Lake, The Grove, Beverly Hills, Culver City, Pasadena, Manhattan Beach, and then the one they just opened nearby one of the facilities I train clients at, which is the West Hollywood location. So they are slowly expanding year by year. I don't even know if you would call it slow. It's kind of fast in my opinion. So, all right. What we need to do is we need to find what the details are for the we need to find what the details are for this smoothie so we can read it out. Malibu mango smoothie. Let's type it in. Malibu mango smoothie. Ingredients. You guys think they're gonna say my name right when they call it out, or if they're just gonna yell out Malibu Mango Smoothie? Oh, here it is, details. The Malibu Mango Smoothie blends mango, pineapple, and banana with vanilla collagen, enhanced with coconut cream and lion's mane mushroom for cognitive support. So the ingredients list is, you know what? We'll wait until we get outside. We have our drink in front of us. I'll read off the ingredients list to you guys. Then after the ingredients list, we'll do a review, first taste review. And then we're gonna use AI to tell us if they think that this smoothie is actually healthy. And if we drink it every day, what would be the negative and positive impacts of that choice? That being said, we're going to go ahead and end this clip because it's been a long one. All right, so we just got the text that says tonic bar order ready. Now, in all reality, the order's not ready. Though, do you like them? Do you use them at all?
I use them for like kind of like behind the scenes type of stuff.
Okay, sick.
Now and then, yeah, just kind of capturing.
For content for you.
Content for me.
Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, man, we need to see more story content from you. You know what I'm saying?
No, I just get busy and I'm just.
Yeah, you like, nah. I just need to shoot for other people. I don't need to shoot for myself. All right, so we're gonna pull up Gemini and we're gonna use Claude, but first we're gonna use Gemini. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you're wondering, in my career, do I use AI? I do use AI. And how I use AI, for example, let's just say Isaac comes to the gym with me for the first time ever. I take him through a movement assessment. We go through the general movement patterns that I like to explore and see how potential clients move. I take notes on my notebook, and once we're done, I go back home, I take a picture of that notebook, and I say, hey, Claude, I just finished a movement assessment with Isaac. I'm uploading a picture of all the things that I saw that stood out to me, both good and bad. I want you to organize it and analyze it and give me some feedback on how I could utilize this information moving forward. And then it'll kind of give me some ideas, and then I'll spit back and be like, hey, you know, this is my belief system, this is my training philosophy, this is conceptually how I think about training clients. I want you to integrate this thought process into your analysis of his movement assessment and give me some things that stand out to you. And then from there, I'll, go put together a Google Doc of, the next few weeks of training of what I think would be beneficial for this person dependent on their goals and what I saw during their movement assessment. And we'll use that as a rough draft over our next few sessions and make some edits from there. So I find it to be really helpful, especially with like just putting together very simple documents online. Analyzing intakes that clients send in, analyzing check-in forms to kind of summarize what they're trying to say. Because I have some clients, and if you watch this clients, apologies, but I have some clients that just don't know how to write well or explain themselves. So they'll be like, knee, bothers, ankle, swell, lunge hard. And I'm like, what? And so I find it useful for things like that. But anyways, let's go ahead and Gemini. Is this ingredients list healthy? What are your thoughts? Question mark. Very generic question. We have it on thinking mode. All right, so say this was $5, Isaac. Would you buy it like 3 times a week?
5, yeah. So 5, yeah.
And that's a lesson on value, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, no.
If I charge somebody $572 an hour for personal training sessions, I better be providing some insane value. And if somebody pays me for that and someone else is like, that's ignorant, you shouldn't charge that much, it's too expensive, but someone else values it, then that's the value. We don't get to decide the price of something. So Isaac, next time, don't charge me what you charge me. Charge me $1,000. I'm not gonna tell y'all what he charged me, but charge me quadruple the price. I'm gonna be mad as fuck when he sends me back the price next time. I'm like, bro, what the fuck happened to last week's price? All right, anyways. Okay, ingredients list is clean but very high sugar profile, okay? It reads like a premium functional smoothie according to Gemini. Supplemental health bowl. Whether it's healthy depends entirely on your metabolic goals and when you're consuming it. Okay, very fair. For somebody who is struggling with type 1 or type 2 diabetes, and maybe you're very, very sensitive to blood sugar spikes, this may not be the best drink for you. It may not be ideal. But for somebody who's 20, healthy, no metabolic diseases, and you're having it, you know, in the middle of the afternoon or post-workout or pre-workout, maybe it's a good idea and it could be helpful. Now for $22, it's never going to be helpful and it's never ideal, but you get the point. All right, the highlights: high quality protein using both grass-fed bovine collagen and marine collagen. First off, not high quality protein in my humble opinion, because this does not have the complete amino acid profile you need to get like your complete protein profile that you need. So just having collagen in there ain't good enough, but is better than nothing. And it probably doesn't have that much if we're being honest. There's not really a breakdown of, you know, how many scoops they put in there, but it's excellent for joint health and skin elasticity through collagen. Here it goes. Though collagen isn't a complete protein for muscle synthesis on its own. So I'm glad I mentioned that. Natural hydration, organic coconut water. Okay. Huge fan of coconut water, ladies and gentlemen. People underestimate the amount of electrolytes that they're consuming on a day-to-day basis, and if your diet's not that great, plus you're only drinking regular water, you're probably lacking on the electrolyte side of things. And especially if you're an endurance athlete, or you run a lot, you lift a lot, you sweat a lot, you live in a state like Austin, or you live in Vegas, bro, you need electrolytes to kind of retain to stay hydrated throughout the day, essentially. So water is not enough. Get some electrolyte packets. Those normally are just really high in sodium, but one thing that's always missing in most electrolyte packets is potassium. And one of the great ways to get some potassium, magnesium, and just some general hydration, coconut water. So organic coconut water is a fantastic source of electrolytes, particularly potassium, making it great for recovery. Functional add-ons. The inclusion of lion's mane adds a nice nootropic touch for cognitive focus. So nootropic, ladies and gentlemen, is really just good for, I don't want to call it brain health, but the efficiency or the quality of how your brain is operating. So nootropic is like a performance enhancer for your brain. If we were to think about, actually, that's not a good example, but yeah, a performance enhancer for your brain. So lion's mane is added in there. Coconut cream and flakes provide healthy fats, MCTs, that can help with satiety. True. Trade-offs. The sugar load. This is the biggest red flag for anyone watching their glycemic load. You have maple syrup, mango glaze, orange juice, 3 high sugar fruits, mango, pineapple, banana. Even though they are organic and whole food based, this is a significant hit of fructose and glucose. Verdict: if this is a post-workout recovery drink, it's excellent. And we could read more from that, but essentially I agree. With that being said, we're about to fuck up this rest of this smoothie, and we'll be back shortly with a quick chat. It's gangster, because, you know, it feels like you just living life with some big-ass glasses on, but long story short, ladies and gentlemen, we have arrived at Erewhon. We waited 10 minutes for our smoothie, which it really ain't that long, to be honest. They had like 37 smoothies they were making back there. It's my first time trying an Erewhon smoothie. I'm going to read you guys the ingredients after I do a taste test. So this is the Malibu Mango Smoothie.
What is the #1 mistake adults make when trying to get back into it?
All right, sick. This one is perfect because we're doing exactly what I think most adults should start doing. But people typically go from 0 to 100 super fast. So they go from sofa to red zone super fast, and all that means is like they're chilling on the sofa, they're not doing shit, and then all of a sudden they go and they sign up for Orange Theory classes, CrossFit classes, they start trying to run 5Ks and sign up for marathons. And I get the idea of trying to just jump back into it, but you're really just setting yourself up to end up right back on that couch just with a new injury and feeling super fatigued. So what I would recommend people do, instead of just jumping in going hard as fuck, is starting off with walking. If you're not doing shit, the best thing you can do for yourself is go outside and start going on 5, 10, 15, 20-minute walks after each of your meals, say breakfast, lunch, or dinner. And as you integrate this back into your lifestyle, then you can start to think about, you know, integrating 1 or 2 strength sessions in at the gym. But more or less, they jump right back in super fast, try to go too hard. That's the #1 issue.
#2, if I only have 20 minutes to train, what should I do?
Perfect. This is really easy. My #1 recommendation is learn about movement patterns. So you have a squat, you have a hinge, you have a row, you have a pull, like a pull up or a pull down, you have a lunge, and you have an ab exercise of your choice. So choose one exercise for each of those movement patterns. Let's say you do a body weight squat, you do some push-ups, you do some inverted rows, pulling your chest to a bar, you do a pull-up, and then you do some version of, let's say like a plank. So you choose one exercise for each movement pattern, handle business. And we're good. Sorry, I'm over here concerned about others. But so if that makes sense, you do that and you just cycle through like 10 reps for each of those for 20 minutes.
Got it. Cardio or weights first?
Okay, so weights first, ladies and gentlemen. This is why. You want your nervous system to be primed and ready to attack the heaviest part of your day. So if you know that barbell back squats are in your day, if you go run 3 miles, you're gonna be fatigued, you're not gonna be feeling super fresh going into the heaviest and most central nervous system taxing thing you're gonna do that day. So yes, get a warm up. Yes, maybe walk an incline or 5 minutes on the stair climber to just kind of warm up and get some blood flow, but actually doing a cardio session like 30 minutes or an hour of running or biking or stair climbing before a lift session, not recommended. Lift first.
Is collagen actually worth the hype or just good marketing?
I would say a little bit of both, and that really goes for any and all supplements. So what I would recommend is looking at your current diet. If your current diet, the things you're drinking, the things you're eating don't contain any, source of protein or any source of collagen, then dude, take a supplement. You're not going to be hurting anything. Just read the instructions, put it in there, get it done. But I would say 50-50. Some people need it, some people don't. I'm not gonna call it overhyped, but definitely overhyped as a protein source.
What's the best way to deal with clicky knees or stiff joints?
Stiff joints, fucking move more. Clicky knees, no comment. I don't really think that, more or less just move more. You need to lubricate your joints. How we lubricate them is going through different ranges of motion, squatting, waking up in the morning, doing some jumping jacks, doing some lunges. Just any sort of movement is going to help lubricate and mobilize your body, and you'll feel a little bit better and probably reduce what you're talking about.